Okay, in this video, I'm going to look at adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the symbol of adjoint of a matrix, as well as I'm going to talk about how to form a adjoint of a matrix, and I'm going also to show you how you can form an adjoint of a matrix. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we also encourage you to invite your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel. With that being said, let's get into today's lesson. So, as I said earlier on, we are going to look at adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix. So, let me start with talking about the symbol used to denote adjoint of a matrix. So, symbol used to denote adjoint of a matrix is ADG dot, then the name of the matrix in capital letters. Okay, so as ADG seems like an abbreviation for adjective, but in mathematics this is adjoint. Okay, so that's what we write. So when you see someone has written ADJ dot, then the name of the matrix in capital letters, just know that that is the adjoint of matrix C, like in this case matrix A. Okay, so that is what we write to denote adjoint of a matrix. Okay, so adjoint of a matrix is formed by, the adjoint of a matrix is formed by, number one, interchanging the elements of the leading diagonal. In the previous video, yeah, we talked about reading diagonal, and I also linked the video where we talked about reading and trading diagonal. So when you are forming an adjoint of a matrix, you interchange the elements of the leading diagonal. Okay, interchanging. So that's what you do. The matrix given, then you just identify the reading diagonal, then you interchange the elements of that reading diagonal. Okay. Number two, interchanging the signs of the element of the trading diagonal. So in this case, we're talking about changing the signs, not the elements, but the signs of a trading diagonal. Okay, now these are the 2 points, or these are the 2 things you do when you are forming an adjoint matrix of a certain matrix. Okay, now we have said what we need to do. Let's now practice making adjoint matrix. First of all, you need to understand that when we come to finding the inverse of a matrix, adjoint matrix will be in use. So you need to pay attention so that finding inverse of matrix will be easier for you, because this is the other step where I see students get mixed up. So you have to pay attention what we're going to do so that it makes the next lesson to be easier. Okay, so let's form adjoint of 2 by 2 matrix. So these are the matrices we are going to use in order for us to make adjoint of each matrix. Okay, so let's start with the first matrix, which is C, matrix C, which is A, B, C, D. So those are the elements of matrix C. So what I'm going to do, the first thing you need to do is I'm going to write adjoint matrix of C, which is equal to, so once I've done that, I'm going to open bracket. Okay, once I've opened, then the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to the first instruction, which is there, the one I've underlined in red, which is interchanging the elements of the leading diagonal. So what we're going to do first, we're going to identify which one is reading diagonal. So reading diagonal, reading diagonal is the one where there is A and D. A and D forms reading diagonal. A and D forms reading diagonal. So we are going to interchange, meaning D will go on top, A will come down. So we are going to write it like this. D has gone on top and A has come down. Okay? They still are forming reading diagonal. What we have done, we've just interchanged the elements. Okay, once we have done that, then the next thing we're going to go to the next instruction, which is changing the signs of elements of the trading diagonal. So what we're going to do, we're going to identify the trading diagonal. Since A and D forms a reading diagonal, that means C and B forms trading diagonal. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the signs of the elements. Now, when we talk about signs, we're talking about positive and negative. So when you look at B, you see a positive. So we have positive B there. So we're going to change the sign of B and C, which is also a positive. Both they will become negatives. So we can write them like this, negative B and negative C down there. Thereafter, we are going to close the brackets. Then that is the adjoint of matrix C. So there, as you can see, the difference is in the reading diagonal, the one which was down is now on top. So as you can see, D is now on top in the adjoint matrix, and then the one which was on top in the given matrix is now down, which is A. Okay, and then in the trading diagonal, signs have been changed. Okay, now let's go to the second example, which is matrix A, where we have A is equal to 3, negative 2, 4, and 7. These are the elements of the matrix. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to write the adjoint of matrix A, which is equal to, then we open brackets. Once we have done that, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to identify the leading diagonal, which is 3 and 7. 3 and 7 forms a reading diagonal. Now the instructions there, as you can see on 1, they are saying interchange the elements of the reading diagonal. So that means 3 will come down, 7 will go on top. So it is going to be like that. So 7 has gone on top and 3 has come down. Then the next thing is what we're going to do now, we are going to go to the next second step, which is changing the signs of the elements of the trading diagonal. So as usual, we're going to identify the trading diagonal, which is negative 2 and 4. So it's 4 and negative 2, because the line of the trading diagonal starts from down going upwards. Okay, so we are going to change signs. So as you can see there is negative 2, okay, which is going to change the sign. So since it's negative, it's going to become positive, which is going to be 2. Then down there where there is 4, which is a positive, it's going to become a negative. So we're going to write negative 4 there. Then we are going to close brackets, and that is the adjoint of matrix A. Okay, now let's go to the third question. The third question, I want you viewers to pause this video, try to find the adjoint of this given matrix. We have got matrix B, which has 9, 7, negative 5, 5, okay, as elements. So pause the video and find the adjoint of this matrix. When you are done, then you can play the video and check the answer we are going to get. Okay, all right, I presume that you paused the video and you worked out this one. So let's go and do it. Okay, since I've been drawing lines, now I'm not going to draw lines, I'm just going to be saying. So what we're going to do is we're going to write adjoint of matrix B. Adjoint of matrix B is equal to, then I'm going to open bracket. Then I'm going to interchange or to swap 9 and 5, because 9 and 5 forms the leading diagonal, forms the reading diagonal 9 and 5. So I'm going to swap those elements because that's what we are told in 1, where it's saying interchange the elements of the reading diagonal. So I'm going to swap those. So it's going to be 5, 9. So 5 has gone on top, 9 has come down. Be conscious of the negative 5 there. Don't get confused. That is negative 5. Then the one we have swapped is positive 5. Okay. So now once we have done that, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to change the signs of numbers or elements in the trading diagonal, which is negative 5 and 7. They will change the signs. They are not interchanging signs, or they're not swapping signs, but they're just changing signs. So don't be confused to say they're exchanging signs. If you say that when these elements in trading diagonal have got the same signs, that means it will be like you fail to change them because they have the same signs. So if you say they are interchanging, then if it's negative, all of them, they will be negative, because when they interchange, they will get a negative from each element. So they are just changing signs. Okay, so 7 is positive, so it will change its sign to negative. And then 5 is negative, it will change its sign to positive. Okay, then I'm going to close these brackets. So now we have found the adjoint of matrix B. Okay, I'm going to take time to look at answers you viewers you have given in the comment section. Please remember to write your answer in the comment section for question the question 3. Yes, so I hope you wrote your answer in the comments so that we can also interact there. So basically, this is how you find the adjoint of a given matrix. So the importance of adjoint of a given matrix is it's going to help us when we are dealing with inverse of any given matrix. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, please, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like it and also share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.